I'm Hypnosis, creator of the Wizard's outrageous scheme for stopping smoking. How bad friends remind me of how cigarettes are. Is there a soul out there who has never had a bad friend? Oxymoron, you say. How can a friend be a bad friend? Well, from experience, I can tell you something. Once upon a time, when quite young, there was an older guy who was quite colorful. He was funny and always liked the excitement of a trick he'd play on someone. I wasn't an angel myself, and his expertise at doing mischievous things really impressed me like no one. So all through childhood, we became infrequent pals. My path was much straighter than his. He went to various schools for behavior, but whenever I'd see him, we would pal around. But looking back, I can see he had me on a failure track and that I did things too early. Rather than stick with my own age, I'd elect to be with him and his escapades. It took me years, maybe 60, before I clearly saw that our friendship in youth was not healthy as I grew up. I'm sure several things I didn't do well came in part from being his friend. I do not see him now. If I did, I would be cordial. I do not begrudge our youth, but I would clearly not want to be involved with him at this point. The same is true for another guy. This guy was more of an intellectual, and I thought of him as a cool mentor on topics that I knew little about. But knowing him deprived me of recognizing the truth of how I should be, how I should live. However, I do recognize and appreciate what he's done in his life, but I would not want to be involved with him for my sake. Smoking cigarettes is so much like these bad friends. On the surface, they make us feel pretty cool. Life becomes more exciting. It's like they transport us into a better realm in our lifestyle. We feel a lot older when we're quite young and in the know about aspects of life that others may not share. Our cigarettes give us a new camaraderie with other folks who smoke too. We're like a cool band of rebels who recognize life's deal and escape it some. We really cannot perceive the truth of cigarette smokes. How could they be so bad? There is always a drunk uncle who lived to be 90, and didn't he smoke too? And the guy down the street, he always has a cigarette in mouth. He looks as fit as a fiddle. There's an old saying, for every prejudice there is a lie someone swears by. And just like some bad friends, cigarettes can make us lie to ourselves about their worth. The funny thing is, once you swear off bad friends, it's like you sense a new freedom in life. Suddenly you are the true master of your realm. I hasten to add candidly, cigarettes will get by just fine without your love, just as my bad friends don't miss me. There's always others to whom they can befriend, and the world goes around and round. I'm Hypnosis, creator of the Wizard's outrageous scheme for stopping smoking.